Welcome back to the channel, guys. Uh, Football Enthusiast Corner, as we all know, on the back of the UEFA Champions League final. Yeah, I'll call it a very thrilling one because even though it gave us what most of us expected, but um, yes, yes, it was one to remember. It was one to remember because Madrid did send off two of their own in grand style. I'm talking about Toni Kroos and Nacho. So, welcome Timi, welcome Mos, welcome Marto, and welcome to you as well, Warlord. Uh, Straight in now. So, thoughts on the outcome of yesterday's Champions League final. We did a preview and everyone gave their predictions. Yes, vote here and in the comments section. But unfortunately, no one got it wrong, or right rather, in the comment section. Everyone got it wrong, and of course the rest of us, but only one person got it right and claimed the prize. I think we already know who it is. The one who is betraying us with a smile is the one who got it. Congrats, Marto. You got the prediction spot on, exactly as you said it. 2-0. Goals from
Cavara.
Carvajal and another one from, of course, the Ballon d'Or contestant, Vinicius Junior. Also, yes, the retiring midfielder, one of the midfield greats, Toni Kroos, with the assist. Like, what a way to end the career in such a big club as Real Madrid. So, quick one. I'll straight in. Most.
Yeah,
What do you make of yesterday's final?
a surprise. The only thing in there is I would have thought that Dortmund would win the game based on how they made it to the final. There's something about teams that make it to the final of a tournament, how Dortmund made it. It's like destiny is going to just shine on them, and just like how Chelsea did it in 2012,
Yeah.
rough circumstances and all of that. How um, one of the national tournaments, forgotten, I think it was Greece in 2005, 2004. They just against all odds and playing against the favorite in the final. You just want to flash back and say, okay, I think this is one of those kinds of scenarios again.
Yeah.
But Madrid made it look like it's true until the second half. They just reminded everybody that, they are Real Madrid. It's Champions League final. And once they got one goal, we all knew it was over. Even if Dortmund equalized, Madrid would still have won that game. So yeah, Madrid doing Madrid things in the Champions League final. No surprises, to be honest. I think they would just give it to them. It's their competition. It has Madrid written all over it.
Yeah. So you were not here with us during the preview. If you were here, would you have gone with the outcome of the game? I mean,
Nope,
based on your
nope,
prediction,
nope.
what would have been your
One
prediction?
nil Dortmund.
One
1
new
nil Dortmund.
Dortmund. I think most people were looking forward to Dortmund clinching that one. I don't know for what reasons,
Yeah,
but
I
yeah,
thought it was
probably
going to be
because
tight and
probably because
strange and difficult.
yeah, probably because Madrid has won it a lot of times and they think, oh no,
Mm,
it's getting boring. Someone else has to do it this time. But
mm,
you can't just take that away from Madrid. It's more like
you
even
can't.
the doubters always knew or already knew it was
Mm.
Madrid written all over it, like you said. You just said it, but I wonder why you were expecting something out of the ordinary from Dortmund.
We have
Uh,
that load. We have that small voice always telling us now. What if?
okay,
What if? What if?
okay. Uh, nice one. Timi, your thoughts on the game yesterday, the finals?
Yeah, yeah. Good evening, guys.
Good
So,
evening.
if you remember when we had the preview on Friday, what I was saying was that I was trying to sit on the fence. Like, I was trying to bring the fact that underdog doesn't really count in finals, and the fact that as long as it is Real Madrid in the final, then it's more or less like the opponent doesn't really have a chance. So, I actually went for a drawing during the preview, but I think at the back of my mind, I also knew that either by hook or by craving, Real Madrid were going to win yesterday. And they
Mhm.
actually, one of the reasons why they actually, heritage is part of it, experience is also part of it. When, if you can recollect, when the match actually started, you know, in the first half, it was actually Borussia Dortmund was actually, getting most of the chances and stuff like that. And people were even thinking, would there be a surprise or something like that. But Real Madrid just kept playing their game. They didn't look phased and they just did it. You understand? So experience, heritage, and those things, they just know how to play the final. During the preview, I we all concluded that even if the competition is named after them, then I don't think anybody would actually compete. They've actually every right to that competition. So that's my take.
Okay. Uh, Marto, your thoughts on the finals yesterday?
Congratulations to me first and foremost, United fans. Just a win back to back on the scoreline prediction. Um, the game went exactly how I thought it would go, but then there's a fine line between thinking something would happen and the thing actually happening. I always say, just as life, football is about fine margins. I mean, little adjustments could make a huge difference, and it goes both way in life, be it positive or negative.
Yeah.
It was a game to it was one of the finals to Savo, the game with the game last night. The game was Dortmund. It was there for Dortmund to win. I always say if you want to win Man U or Madrid, when you don't beat them, put them for grand, hit them there, kill them, finish them.
If they
Because if you
score
don't
goal.
do it there,
Man U. How did Man U enter the?
I'm a United fan, so I'm a United Madrid
If
star.
you want to beat
So the
Madrid,
bias will
continue.
always be
Don't put
there.
Man U in this bracket.
Huh? If you don't say your club win cup this season, say hi. So I feel it's the fault if we are to be constructively critical. It
Yeah.
lies on Edin Terzic. I know we cannot bask in the euphoria of Dortmund's run in the in the campaign so far, but if you look back last season, Dortmund had the Bundesliga in their hands to win. It was at the last day of the season, and then they could not even win at home. And somehow, Bayern Munich came back and won the Bundesliga. The game was going okay. I think Dortmund, for the vast majority of it, they were on the ascendancy. But the moment he took off Karim Adeyemi, that was a gamble that didn't pay off.
Yeah.
Because Carvajal could not overlap. He had no business overlapping throughout the game because of the pace of Adeyemi. So the moment he took off Karim Adeyemi, we all know say Sancho na a big player. I mean, they've been worshiping him since he came back. He wasn't in the game. If you want to send Marco Reus off, you could take off Sancho and put in Marco Reus, or probably take on Brandt or one of the midfielders.
Yeah.
If you know you were going to do it at the end of the day when you throw the kitchen sink in and go guns blazing. He took off Karim Adeyemi. He brought Sancho to the left hand side and Marco Reus to the right hand side. No pace. We know Sancho is relatively quick, but he's not that quick. And his
He's
work
not. He's
ethic
not.
is
He's
something
not
that's
as
been questioned
direct.
over.
He's not even as direct.
So taking him to that wing, there was Carvajal was just having a free run. He was just barging front and back. I know Madrid, they've been there, they've done that mentality monsters. the moment they got that goal, it was, and even Bellingham wasn't in the game yesterday. He didn't really have his
He
best
wasn't.
performance. But
Of course, we will
that's
come to
what
that.
being a team
We will
that
come
knows.
to we will come to that part. We will come to that
Okay,
part.
that's how
Yes.
you know how. That's how you know how a team that knows how to get it over the line operates. You know, Carvajal got the goal. I won't lie, when Fulcrum scored to make it 2-1, I say my £10 don't go. And then it was offside. I was just so happy. And then, you know, congrats to Madrid, congrats to Don Carlo, congrats to Cruz. That was his last club game.
Yeah.
He said he was always going to live on a high. And what better way to finish than the season is hard? So yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing.
Lovely that. Yes, so you know, it's been a debate already. It's been a debate between Vinicius and Bellingham, who would be crowned a Ballon d'Or winner at the end of the year. So we've seen performances between both of them over the course of this season in their league, in their league and in the Champions League as well. Of course, Bellingham did perform good enough to take them beyond the group stage. I think they finished off with 18 points, if I'm right. So that was to the point we saw Bellingham perform. But as soon as they got into the knockout phase, it felt like he disappeared or he had a decline in form. Not just only in the Champions League, it also happened in the league. But you know, at this point, the Ballon d'Or shout is just between them two. So with what we've seen yesterday as well, because you mentioned the performance, what do you make of that? Do you think Bellingham is supposed to even be in the discussion? Do you think Vinicius Junior is an obvious winner? Like, you know, that kind of thing where if he doesn't get it, he will look like, yeah, he got robbed. At this point, is it what it is? I don't know, Marto.
You know, the Ballon d'Or is being voted by, I think, journalists and whatnot. There's always this English power. No doubt, Bellingham has had a good season in Madrid. I mean, we keep forgetting he's just 20. He's still very much this thing around English player, the hype and all of that. I think the game yesterday showed that when it matters most, the big players they rarely showcase chance like last night. They thrive in it, they bask in such euphoria. And if it was, let's say, somewhere else, I would have said, okay, I could actually look for an excuse for Bellingham. But this is Wembley. He's English born and bred. He's a Brumi, yeah, but he's been in Wembley a couple of times. There's a particular skill Vinicius did during that game.
Yeah,
when
the
he
one
just
close
took
to
the
the
ball
corner
and
flag. And he smiled
he just
afterwards.
nutmegged and he was laughing. That's a player.
I know
of this
someone
game.
here. I know someone here who is fond of such thing. I'm not even calling any
He
name.
reminded me of Moses back then. Vinicius is lucky he doesn't have an okay behind him or go okay behind him.
Nah, conk.
So
receive.
when he did that thing, you could see the confidence. You could see the you could see the confidence. You could see the swagger, and that's what you know. It was best to possess. No, don't get me wrong. Bellingham has had a decent season. If he comes second runner up, it's not bad. But we all know it should be Vini. But then we've had years where we thought this person would win it, and at the end of the day, we very had a fantastic year. Or like 1-2 times where Ronaldo was meant to win it by a performance and all of that, but Messi still won it. And Bellingham happens to be a media sweetheart. They like the way he carries himself, they like the way he speaks, and then Vini has this racism tag attached to him everywhere. So by deserved nature, it should be Vini. But then it's a voting system. So my opinion was, I want Vini, it should be Vini with the boy from Rome.
Your thoughts regarding that as well? Is it a two-horse
So
race
the
or is an
weapon that
obvious
has been
winner?
fashioned, let's not forget that the Euros is also something that we must put into consideration. Mbappe is also in that. Mbappe had how many goals? 52 goal contributions, I guess,
Yeah,
this season, despite starting 1 month or 2 months late. You know, he was in the reserves. He was punished at a point not to even play with the first team.
yeah,
And others were already on 5 goals, 6 goals, 7 goals, 8 goals. Mbappe had not started playing football. So, I mean, he won the French league, right?
yeah, he did.
French League on. He did. Champions League quarterfinal, not a fair outing. But if they win the Euros, he's definitely going to have a shout. So I don't think it's even a two-horse race to start with. Mbappe is in that picture,
He's in
provided
the picture.
France does well and
Yeah,
England does well. Yeah. But for to limit it to the question on Bellingham and Vinicius. Vinicius is a better footballer. Vinicius is more talented. Vinicius is a Brazilian. He has more goals, I think more assists than Jude Bellingham. And then he takes you off your feet in every game. Every game he takes you off your feet.
yeah,
We are lucky to have witnessed his rise from absolute from an absolute nonsense player to a decent player and then a world-class player. Something I believe is that the weapon that has been fashioned against football is statistics. If not, Jude Bellingham should not even be in this conversation.
yeah,
For personality and character, Bellingham is world class.
yeah,
Footballing ability, yes, very good. But when we hear names of people who have won Ballon d'Or, they are names that they will make you, if you are a footballer, they will make you feel like, I'm not sure I'm a footballer. When you hear names like Van Basten, you hear names like Pele, you hear names like Ronaldinho, Zidane, Messi, Ronaldo, Kaká, Benzema. You hear these names and you are like, as good as I am, I don't think I can never play football like this person. But you look at Bellingham, he doesn't seem to be doing anything special. He's scoring goals, he's making assists. And that's why he seems like he is special, and that's why he's in this picture. So statistics is what has placed him there, and a bit of the personality and character that he has.
yeah.
But for football, Bellingham doesn't take me off his feet. He is not the best midfielder in Real Madrid.
House, yeah.
Even
I
even
don't
if
think he's
Cruz
even
has
number. I
retired,
don't think he's even number two.
he is
Just
not
like,
number
just
three.
like, just like now, Cruz is not going to be there from the start of next season. I don't think
Yeah,
Bellingham will fill his shoes. I think Madrid will still want to look for a Cruz kind of player because
they will look for him.
Very soon, Modric himself will also probably next season might be Modric's turn to leave. So you see,
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. I think Bellingham doesn't
he is not the
fit the shoes
best
of Cruz.
midfielder in Real Madrid. Chouameni is there, Camavinga is there, Modric is still there. Jude Bellingham is not the best midfielder. And for goal scoring, he is not the best forward player, even though he's being used as a false nine. Vinicius is a better footballer than him. Rodrigo, in my opinion, is even a better player than Vinicius. Vinicius just has the Vinicius is a mad person. He has mind.
I sorry to
He
cut you
doesn't
short.
care
I
what
doubt
you think about him.
Rodrigo be a better player than Vinicius.
Yes. Based on
In what,
talent, based on
but,
talent.
but being a world best player, it comes with a certain level of charisma and aura.
That's
Rodrigo
what I
is,
have said about Vinicius. Vinicius has the mind of a player. He comes into the pitch like there's nobody better than me.
I've
Or
never
even if
seen
I make a
Vinicius
mistake, I don't
receive the
care.
ball and make a backward
Eh?
pass. I've never seen Vinicius receive the ball and make a backward pass.
Yes, that's the mind I'm talking about. He's like, I will
That takes
pace
you
you and
on
dribble
and
you.
lose the ball,
And
or
when
he
he
takes you on
started it,
and
he
lose
was
the ball.
very, He was a very useless player when he started it. He was trying a lot of Neymar tricks, a lot of rainbow flicks, a lot of Ronaldinho snake bites, and they were all going to the corner flank and throwing. He was doing a lot of misplaced dribbles when he started, but he kept doing it because he's like, I'm already here. I'm making my money. I'm in Real Madrid. The only way forward is forward. And that's why I said he started from a useless player to a decent player, now absolute world class. I think that's the only thing he has above Rodrigo. He took his talent, forward. He employed a psychologist to deal with him because they were insulting him that he was ugly. They were racially abusing him, coupled with the fact that he himself was even playing nonsense when he just joined. So he employed a psychologist. They improved him, and he's showing in his game. Vinicius is Ballon d'Or material now. Right now, he's Ballon d'Or. But it's so sad that Vinicius will win it and Neymar never did. So sad.
Yeah. Because destiny differs in everyone. So
He'll be the first Brazilian now, right?
Neymar not winning it doesn't even have anything to do with football wise. I think it's about the choices he made.
Yes, and then he was unlucky,
choice of
existing in
club.
Ronaldo and Messi's time.
Yes, choice of club. Yeah, also that also. Choice of club, character as well.
Mentality.
Yeah. That's what will affect Rodrigo too. Rodrigo doesn't seem. You look at Vinicius, it's like the guy has a target.
Yeah. Rodrigo seems
Vinicius coming into the season like he has a target.
Rodrigo seems uninterested in that. Like,
yeah.
I think right now the only
like
players,
a Robinho kind of.
Exactly. Yeah. That is just the perfect description. Robinho kind of player.
Yeah, Rodrigo and Robinho.
Yeah. So, Timi, your thoughts on the fact that they are giving the shout for Bellingham, Vinicius for the Ballon d'Or? Who do you think is more befitting?
Yeah. So what I would say is this. Let me just start by saying, Moses knows me very well. Bellingham is a player I rate. Even I think late yesterday, was the final. We were actually, I don't think it was, but we were discussing it in a group, me and others. And I was like, William of a player. He actually flopped on the biggest stage when everybody was watching. Yesterday was a platform for him to, introduce himself to the whole world because everybody was watching. But that was the game that actually went silent. You understand? So I was now trying to people are waiting because we had a debate sometimes last year or maybe a couple of months ago where we were debating on who are technically between Bellingham and Musiala, Bayern Munich Musiala. So some people were picking Bellingham over Musiala, technical wise.
Musiala.
Musiala looks like, I don't know.
He's a monster.
Musiala Kimmich looks like one of them look like a good replacement for Toni Kroos.
Yes, exactly.
If not both of them to replace Kroos and Modric.
And I was like,
Musiala to replace Modric. Yeah.
Like, why would you compare?
Well, he's so technically
Bellingham. But just like Moses actually said, these statistics are actually going to ruin football because Musiala doesn't score as much as Bellingham does. So that is basically the reason why a lame football fan rather, will feel Bellingham better. Because normally he doesn't watch Bundesliga every week. He only checks stats or all these football scores app and stuff. And when he sees that okay, Musiala doesn't score and Bellingham does, so automatically to him, Bellingham is better. So me personally, I don't rate Bellingham like that. Majority of people are of the opinion that he's a world-class player. But just like Moses said earlier, he's a good player, no doubt, but he's just good. Nothing spectacular about it. So now to the question you actually asked me. If it is left to me, I'm not going to say it's a two-horse race, just like Moses said. Reason being that there will be heroes. Right? This Ballon d'Or of a thing, it is an award organized by, I think, a French outlet, something like that. Like the award is actually, organized by If it is French owned, you understand? So basically, if Mbappe actually does well at the Euros, say for example, let's say maybe France actually go on to win the Euros, Mbappe actually stands a chance. You understand? Likewise, there is Copa America as well. Anything can happen over there. Brazil might actually win the Copa America. Brazil winning the Copa America will, swing the pendulum towards Vinicius Junior's direction as well.
Yeah.
But all I'm going to say is it depends on how the three of them, Bellingham, Mbappe, and Vini, it depends on how the three of them perform at the international level. That is what's going to judge. But if it is left to me, there is a player that is actually, not being mentioned at all. That was actually supposed to have been
And
considered.
that's who.
Harry Kane scored so many goals in the just concluded season, but just because his team did not win a trophy, then nobody actually remembered it. And the duty of a striker is to score goals, right? So if he has actually fulfilled his obligation and objective, then it should be among the awards because that is a personal achievement. He scored the goals. Then Ballon d'Or is a personal award. It will be a personal achievement, not a team award. It is not going to be awarded to Bayern Munich charity. It is going to be awarded to the player. So if I again can score over 40 goals in a season, then I don't see no reason why it should not be among those that will be listed because if you actually check it, apart from the fact that Bellingham is a goal scorer, there is nothing he has actually done to even be mentioned in this. I can even say it that player for player, individually, Phil Foden had a better season individually than Bellingham did.
How we
I
not
will,
even
I will,
mentioning Phil Foden himself?
I will contest that because you know why I will contest you bringing in Foden into this.
Yeah,
Foden was rotated a lot and not in all the games. One, not in all the games did he score or assist. As well, not in the situations where it mattered most did he score.
Before the
But
local champion,
if you look at
actually,
Bellingham's late goals, it was something similar to what the whole Bayer Leverkusen team was doing towards the end of the season. You know, at some point this season in the La Liga, he was scoring late goals. He was banging in the winning goals and all of that.
I'm not
Considering
going
the
to
fact
dispute.
that he is a midfielder,
Phil,
so
Phil Foden, Phil Foden, Phil Foden, a local champion.
he has no chance. He has no chance.
I'm not going
He
to
has no
dispute that.
chance. Yeah,
Like I'm
because
not
One day
saying
we'll
talent-wise, he's
talk
not
about
even the
Golden
best.
Boy Award, though.
I'm not
Cole
saying
Palmer.
few. I'm not saying
Golden Boy Award. Yes, I feel it's a season where I feel it's a. You say what?
Ghana Chok, Kobe Menu. He talked about Golden Boy Award. He said Cole Palmer.
Cole Palmer.
Like Golden Boy.
Chelsea fans will always bring bias,
so. As I
but
was saying, let's leave the bias man out of this. So as I was saying, I'm not saying Phil Foden deserves the award. I'm saying on individual
okay,
comparison, I'm
yeah,
going to pick Foden as a player that had a better season than Bellingham did. So left to me, if it should be done normally, Harry Kane is supposed to be there.
yeah,
Mbappe is supposed to be there.
yeah,
Bellingham should be there,
yeah,
and Vini should be there. Now, let me remind you guys something. If Bellingham is not an English player, if he's a German or a Spanish player, do you guys know that with his start, he's not going to be mentioned among those that will win the ballon? You
yes,
know,
yeah.
I think he will be mentioned, though.
He
You
will,
know
he will
why?
be
Because he
mentioned. He will
went
be
for
mentioned.
Madrid
Yeah,
for 100 million.
yeah.
oh
The
yeah,
price
Because he's
tag
Madrid.
and the fact that
Madrid
he plays
hype.
for Real Madrid. Every
That's
player going to
Madrid
Real
hype.
Madrid are almost guaranteed of one Champions League,
Yeah. That's why if you flop in
winning the
Madrid, it's
Champions
like,
League, and then if you are that good, of course, you stand a chance to win the Ballon d'Or.
Even when Timi
So
said you could mention, is even a fact, right? We've had players that did better. Look at Tony Cruz. His consistency has been mad.
yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
But
But
I
because,
understand
but
the first
because,
goal for the winning for the Champions League win yesterday. This
yeah,
man gives, but there's a difference between the superstars and the players that don't just want the limelight.
yeah,
So you
uh,
can bring Phil Foden into this. It's more of This is why Mbappe left PSG with all the money and all the power.
Yeah. And then, yeah, just to
Madrid,
sorry to cut you short. Just moments after the end of the game yesterday, it was announced that Mbappe deal has been signed. So it means we'll be seeing him in the white colors next season. That one will be on one of our sessions. We'll talk about it, what to expect, of course, from him in the team, and going forward, what he will bring and all of that. So quickly, Timi, who is your Ballon d'Or preferred candidate?
I'll pick Vini because
Okay.
he actually is not a performer. So Vini for me.
Okay. I think with this, this is our roundup. Any thoughts, any debates should be in the comment section. As we all know, Football Enthusiast Corner. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share our videos. Thank you very much, guys. And this is the end of our session for
All right,
tonight.
man.
See you in the next one.